Iron Man says you're in munitions, Tony. What's the state of peace nowadays? Are we still allied with the Soviet Union? Well, largely, since we brought down the Berlin Wall. That's great! What's the Berlin Wall? Oh my. Short version, there is no more USSR. You're joking. Nope. Russia's a shadow of the superpower union. Today, China and India play on the big board. And it's all about tech. God, you missed so much. Polio? Gone. G-O-N-E. Cancer? Treatable. Organ transplants. Pacemakers for ailing hearts. Disease immunization. All things we take for granted. We use ultrasound to take pictures of unborn babies to reduce the risk of miscarriages. Imagine that. You want more? I'll give you more. It's closed. Should we even be in here? I made some calls. Welcome to the Smithsonian, National Air and Space Museum, constructed 1976. I practically lived here as a boy. I can still do the tour by heart. That, for instance, is the Bell X-1, the first aircraft to exceed the speed of sound. And this is the X-15, which took us to the edge of space. You say that like we haven't been any further. That's disappointing. I'd have thought, who's telling this story? We're walking, but yeah, you got me. On July 20th, 1969, one small step for man led to one giant leap for mankind. That was the day an astronaut, an American astronaut no less, climbed off of this and onto the moon. We did it. I mean, no. We is fine. Go ahead, strike a pose. It'll make one hell of a Christmas card. What came next? Mars? Not yet. Unmanned rovers so far, but give us time. Let us finish the International Space Station first. Yeah, you heard me. Space Station. Space flights become so common, we launch as many as 9 orbital shuttles a year. The glamour took some tarnish in '86 after Flight 51L. Due to a stupid, pointless mechanical error, it exploded 73 seconds after launch on live TV. And now, when we reach for the stars, we do it in honor of the Challenger crew. And they're all honored, right? I'm not sure I understand the question. I'm glad to hear it. See, what impresses me isn't the technology, Tony. Not to make light, but I've been to Atlantis. I fought alongside the Human Torch, and he was a man created in a lab. Your phones and your computers and so forth, they're definitely mad scientist gizmos, but they're not the real achievement. It's society itself. The freedom of the people. All people. Regardless of their race or their gender. That's what I can't get enough of. Introduce me to the man who brought that about. Glad to.
To lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all of God's children. 1963 is not an end.
Were you there for this moment? No, but 250,000 other Americans were. They filled that mall outside to hear the greatest speech of all time. 17 minutes that changed the world. Wait till you hear about Woodstock. I hope I'm making my point. I know that together we Americans raised one hell of a century from the ashes of World War. Everything you ever wanted for this country, Steve, it's either come true or it's just around the corner. I truly believe that. And the one thing we have never, ever forgotten is that we couldn't have done it without you.